It is in the 1920s when the scientific community understood that the universe is expanding. However, Muslims claim that this very fact was revealed in the Qur'an 14 centuries ago. This is yet another scientific miracle in the Qur'an. Let me read the relevant verse, which is Surah 51 verse 47. This translation is by Muhammad Asad. It is we who have built the universe with, within brackets, our creative power, and verily it is we who are steadily expanding it. On the face of it, yes, it seems like the Quran indeed says that the universe is expanding. It is in the early 20th century, after the invention of sophisticated telescopes, the famous astronomer Edwin Hubble observed in 1929 that the further a galaxy is from the Earth, the faster it is moving. He concluded that the universe is expanding, a corollary of which is that the universe started at one point in space at the time of the Big Bang. The mathematical details to support the expanding universe theory were independently given by Lemaitre and Friedman, and both these geniuses made good use of Einstein's theory of relativity in their derivations. The equations shown here are known as the Friedman equations, which provide the mathematical description of the expansion of the universe. To be honest, I am a bit unhappy with the Muslims. Although there is so much scientific knowledge in the Quran, the Muslims have decided not to disclose it to the scientific community before the discoveries are made. After something has been discovered and well validated, and then many years go by, Muslims begin claiming that this discovery is already mentioned in the Quran. In other words, Muslims know about amazing scientific things for the last 14 centuries, which poor scientists are finding out now. Take for example the expanding universe thing. Before Hubble's observation in 1929, top scientists, including Einstein, used to believe that the universe is eternal. I'm pretty sure there were Muslim physicists and astronomers before and during the time of Einstein and Hubble who were fully aware of what has been mentioned in the Quran. I wonder why didn't they pursue the expanding universe idea and publish research papers? Also, why didn't they care to tell the leading physicists to follow this brilliant idea? Seriously, this is very unfortunate. The scientific community could have been centuries ahead if Muslims start cooperating with them. It turns out that there are two more English translations, one by Hilali Khan and the other by Sahih International, which are also sometimes used to claim the expanding universe miracle, although the number one is still Asad's translation. This is most likely because Asad's translation clearly says that the universe is expanding, that is, it is a continuous process. Hilali Khan and Sahih International translations do not really say that the expansion is a continuous process. There is a Wikipedia page on various English translations of the Quran. The first English Quran was in 1649. Well, it turns out that the English translations by Asad, Hilali Khan, and Sahih International are much later than 1929. That is the year when Hubble discovered that the universe is expanding. Hence, this is one of the many examples of the real miracle of Quran, the miracle of reinterpretation. Quran's miracle of reinterpretation movement was started by this man, Maurice Bucaille, who was the family physician of King Faisal of Saudi Arabia. His book on scientific miracles in the Quran was published in 1976, a very important year for the Islamic world. If you are absolutely confident that the expanding universe miracle is in the Quran, then you can show us just one translation of Surah 51 verse 47, or an exegesis of this verse, or the work of any Islamic scholar before 1929 which clearly mentions that the universe is expanding, that is, it is a continuous process. You know what? I decided to be a bit more generous. You don't need to show me the proof of expanding universe in Islamic texts before 1929. Just show me before 1976. Deal. I did some research on the pre-1976 translations of this verse and didn't see anything like expanding universe. The various translations of this verse basically mention that God created a vast expanse of space and extended it wide, which is an observable fact. Given that Qur'an claims to be so clear and detailed, which has been repeatedly mentioned in the Qur'an in Surahs 11:1, 614, 1689, and 41:3. I wonder how the pre-1976 translations all missed the fact that the universe is expanding, a continuous tense. A trivia for you. Surah 51 verse 47 has been plagiarized from this Bible verse. In fact, there are around 5 Bible verses saying the same thing. A side note, I'm not a Christian, I'm an atheist. Now, what about the exegesis? Let's see what the tafsir of Ibn Kathir has to say. Well, nothing like an expanding universe. What about tafsir of Ibn Abbas? Again, no sign of the expanding universe. What about tafsir of Al-Jalalain? Again, I cannot see the expanding universe anywhere. So the expanding universe claim of the Quran has been debunked.